You know what they say? I think I figured out what the problem is. I ain't got no hole in it. Yep, it was definitely rear end making noises. Welcome back, everybody, to Just Weld and Fab. Today we are going to work on the red 82 GMC Chevy pickup, and we're going to see if we can get the fuel tank in it, maybe the interior back in it, but we are going to step right in there and see what we can get done. All right. That's what happens with a truck when it's non-functional. It's loaded up with junk. My own fault. Come on now. Oh. Alright, so we got the fuel tank set up, as you can see here. Pay no mind to that. That's been a side project that I've been working on. It's getting near finished, so I'm super excited about that. Anyway, got the fuel tank up here. We're going to have to lubricate these threads, maybe hit them with a wire wheel, and with any luck, they'll buzz off of there without giving too much trouble. Then we're going to clean up the fuel tank straps because we're going to reuse those. I did not buy new ones. And we may clean up the brackets. I don't know. We're going to run out of time by doing all that and allowing paint to dry. I may deal with the brackets later, but the bands we need to address now. Let's get that going. Alright, we got all the necessary tools. Got us a wire wheel, lubrication, and some heat. Let's start with trying to clean the threads up. Grab a hammer, knock these bands out. We'll get to hitting those with a wire wheel and get them hung up so we can get some paint on them. That's the next big step. So some of you may be wondering, why don't you use this tank? It looks to be in pretty good shape. Trust me, it's not. The whole bottom was leaking. Somebody tried to patch it. It's no good. So I ordered a new one for it. They weren't very much. Figured it was worth the investment. All right, I'm almost out of black again. So we're gonna hit it with some primer to start with, and at least get a heavy primer on the inside. We'll do black on the outside, and we'll call it good. Alright, we'll hit it with primer on both sides. Anyway, we're going to let that dry or tack up a little bit, and we're going to hit it with some more paint. Alright, we are back. Had to stop briefly to go grab me some lunch. It was raining outside, so is what it is. Anyway, got the last coat of black on these, had just enough to do the job. We're going to let them dry for just a little bit and focus on doing some stuff to the truck. Alright, let's get, I don't know if it's going to be a mistake or not. We're going to install the kick panel first. I got some carpet for this thing. We're going to try to make it look pretty nice. I'm going to say for our next step, let's get the carpet in here. Before I do that, I have to relocate the holes because when I put the sound deadening mat down, I did not cut out around the seat mount holes. We need to do that. So at some point, we need to do that, obviously, before the seat goes in. So let's get the carpet. Let me move some stuff out of the way and get the carpet in here. Alright, next step is we're just going to wash this thing up, get it ready to go back in. That is a lot better than it was, not as good as it could be, but good enough for me. Let's get this thing installed. Last bolt. Seat is in. Getting a little crooked. Goodish enough. All right. Onto the gear shift. Man, I should have painted that thing. I may have to do that later. That looks terrible. Anyway, let's get the boot over it. Get things trimmed out. I did just well and fab. Unfortunately, last night I was not able to show you exactly what was going on with the truck because the battery died on my phone and I didn't have a backup. Anyway, let me show you where we left off. All right, so let me show you where we left off at. Let me get you guys turned around so you can see what's going on. All right, we've got the door panel back in. I don't have these done yet. I'll have to get to these sometime here in the future. I do have a screw I still have to extract. These are the ones, if you remember from previous videos, where I did a bunch of fiberglass repair work just to try to save them because they were in really bad shape. They're not great, but it's good enough. I do need to wipe them all down from the dust. As you can see, we got the carpet in it. I told you about the carpet kit not fitting quite right. I'm guessing it probably has more to do with the fact there should have been, or when I purchased this, I think there's a difference between a manual and automatic. And anyway, somehow I either got the wrong one or I ordered the wrong one. I don't know. Looks like some insulation there I need to get rid of, but got the seat cover in it, as you can see here. That kind of hides, remember the issue that we had there, kind of hides it. There's the other door panel. I've got it installed. I just got to wipe it down from all the dust. But this thing is coming along very nice for what it is. It's not going to be a show truck. It is not a show truck, never was meant to be. Although I may take it to a few shows, and I'll let you guys know if I do. If you're in the area, you're welcome to stop by and take a look at it. But I have to figure out what shows are going on, when and where. And then once I have this thing tuned in enough, we'll take it for a drive. We'll take it for a trip. How about that? Anyway, this door open here. I really don't have a lot of space. Alright, like I said, there's the door panel. I got to figure out what I did with these for the locks. Got the glove box put back in and I got to wipe it down. I still need to do something with that dash. I'm probably going to wait till a little bit later. Oh, the weather stripping's in. I don't think I did that section or that corner quite right, but anyway, it's in. Should keep the majority of the weather out. These are the old door sills. They were in okay shape, so I'm going to roll with them. There again, as you can see, the carpet fell short. That's really too bad. But anyway, I think things are looking pretty good. All right, enough of the talking. Next step, let's get the fuel tank installed. Voila. See if it matches the old one. So the straps don't rip. Be right back. All right, and after some effort getting everything in there, I did manage to get the fuel tank installed, hoses installed. So that part's done. Next step is I have to attach it to the fuel pump. That's the next step. Get my boat tank out and figure out what it's going to take to hook that up. That's the next big step. We're going to test drive it around the yard, and if all goes well, we are going to start looking at putting some tires on it, because these tires are absolute junk. I've got some used ones. I don't have money in the budget for new tires for this truck, so I think I've got 4 decent ones that will hold air and at least aren't dry rotted. They won't look great, but we'll get those on there in the next day or two. And we're going to clean these wheels up, sand them down a little bit, prep them, repaint them, clean up the center caps, and then we're going to do some body work. We're going to clean up this paint just a little bit. We're not actually painting it, but we are going to make it look better. So let me get set up for the fuel pump connection, and we'll see where we're at tonight. Like I said, it's time to get this temporary fuel system out of here. Get things ready for the final hookup. Alright, I don't remember what it was going to take to reconnect that. Hopefully not a whole lot of effort. The hard line. What line you are? See the hard line, but I don't see the hard line. You know what I mean? All right, maybe easier than I think. Let me get you over here, and I am going to go underneath with the proper tools. All right, let's go see what it takes. May have to try this 2 or 3 times. Alright, back to the top. Oh man. Put some of this expensive stuff in here, this non-ethanol. That's what I try to run in my other carbureted stuff. Likes it better. Of course, 3.5 gallons ain't gonna be much, so. All right, let's get the battery in it. At least the battery I'm gonna use. This is for my winch, so it's donating it. It does have HEI distributor, so that's good. Well, let's get to cranking. Gas gauge is working. Come on, full fuel. Come on. Come on. Not pumping. Nope. Probably gonna have to pour some down in it. Yeah, it's probably airlocked. I know the pump works because I ran it off that jerry can. Let me get some way to put gas in it. Oh, unfortunately, Mother Nature has gotten the best of me and decided it's gonna give us a nice little early summer downpour. Still got a handful of tools out there I gotta retrieve. That means we are done for the evening. It's 9 o'clock already. I still gotta go in and get cleaned up so I can go to work tomorrow. And I'll pick up right here where I left off, providing it's not raining tomorrow. So, see you guys then. So we left off, it was raining. That's the reason why I had to shut it down, and all of a sudden the truck didn't want to crank over consistently. So here's what I've learned. I still don't know why that did that. All I started doing was jumping across the solenoid. I kind of fixed it. Maybe it's self-healing. Maybe it's a bad connection. Who knows? I have a feeling it's going to come back and haunt me later. However, I did have the pump doing the pump thing now. There was a little bit of an airlock somewhere in here. All I did was disconnect it, crank it over a few times. It spit fuel where I didn't want it. And then all of a sudden started working. Pull the distributor cap, take a look on the inside of it, see what it looks like. We're going to pull the plugs, read those the best that we can, and see if we need to do anything with those. I have a feeling we're going to have to. Plus, I have a whole lot of dry vacuum lines. That needs addressed. And then we're going to see how it reacts, how the carburetor reacts. If I still don't like it, I may go ahead while I'm in town and pick up a carburetor rebuild kit for this. Looks like a monojet 2-barrel, which will be good enough for what we're doing now. We just want to make it run better. All right, let's see what's underneath this distributor. See how bad it is. get it running good. I think it's going to be due for a from the oil leak. Looks like it's going to need a new valve cover gasket. So we're going to get that stuff done. Just our basic needed tune-up stuff. Alright, here's the big moment. Whoa, wait a minute. That actually looks pretty good in there. A little bit of corrosion on the end of the button. Center looks good. Oh, we do have some corrosion buildup on the inside of this. Button looks good. Some dirt. I think we'll just clean that out. We'll flush it. We'll clean those spots and put it back together. We're going to call it good enough for what we're doing. So let me grab some stuff and we'll get that taken care of. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Sure, it has a lot to do with the fact that it's just been sitting around. We've saved a little bit on cleaning them plugs up. Let's replace some vacuum line here. This stuff is pretty bad shape, as expected. Probably original. Yeah, it just pulls apart and it's already split. Didn't go to anything important to start with. Alright, plugs are clean, vacuum lines are changed out. I think we are ready for a test run. So let's see if we get any improvement out of it. Move a couple of things here. That's a lot better. Idling like it should. Much better. Yes, I was hoping that would help. Let it warm up. Air that rear tire up. I can take it for a drive around the yard. All right, we got this thing warmed up. Oh, I'd love to have a tilt wheel right now. All right, we have no voltage, but I know it's charging. Oil pressure's pegged out. I don't remember if that was that way before. And temperature gauge is reading. So let's see what we can do here. Mirrors are pretty much all out of whack. I don't remember what gear's what. Nope, must have got that right. Oh, she seems much happier. Woo! She's just a chugging. I can't put my driver's side mirror down, or window down. The track's not in very good shape. Anyway, let's let you guys see what's going on, right? You don't want to stare at my mug the whole time. All right, man, this thing, I don't know what it's geared to, but it must be low. Not used to a truck where you just kind of let out on the clutch and not have to worry about doing anything. Kind of just does it for you. Let's see if we can float to second. Oh, there's second, no clutch action. Man, she's running good, she's happy. Idling good, pretty quiet. Temperature gauge is holding. Getting a little bit of whine or howl, I'm not sure what that is. Man, this thing shifts good. See if we can float it to second again. Oh, like butter. Wonder if we can get third. Oh, there's third. Maybe that's normal and I'm just not used to it. That's third gear, floated right in, no clutch pedal. She just bebops right on up the driveway here. Speedometer, I think, is kind of working. Something's kind of whining, not very happy. Maybe the drive shaft needs, or the U-joints need some grease in it. Maybe the rear end's bad. I don't think the brakes are sticking. Anyway, she's just floating right on down the road here. Pretty happy with it so far. We are going to have to check that grease in that rear end though. Then again, that might be the that might be the transmission, I don't know. Well, let's get this thing turned around and get it back back to the house. I'm already further than I should be. As a reminder, this thing hasn't been on the road, or at least tagged, since December of '09. She's not bad shape. Pretty happy with it. Definitely got to figure out what that whining and grinding is. Left off yesterday. Truck did good on its test run, so I noticed there was some winding and some weird noises. Could be the brakes, could be the rear end, could be the transmission. We don't know. We're gonna have to dig in and find out. So I've got the back of the truck jacked up. We're gonna start there, drain the fluid out, see what we got. We'll continue on from there. All right, let's get down underneath here. See what we can come up with. Oh, I gotta grab a pan. Be right back. I'm not surprised this thing was leaking. You can see silicone like smeared in locations. That's not good. But this bolt doesn't look like it goes all the way in. This bolt doesn't go all the way in. And the vent isn't connected for whatever reason. Looks like maybe it threaded in at one time. I'm gonna have to investigate that. And I gotta figure out where this thing fills up at. This is a semi-float differential. It's probably a waste of my time to do this, but it's gonna get me by. I got bigger plans later. Anyway, let's see what we got. Apparently I have the wrong size. Thought for sure that'd be a 9/16. Let me change it up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Get on there. Ooh, I can already smell it. The fact that the breather's not in it scares me. All right, we got all the bolts out. Let's get the pan popped off here and see what we got. Oh, that's not good. I don't see any fluid yet. Oh, that ain't good. Oh. Well, that would explain all the funky noise. I ain't got no oil in it. Oh, man. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. Huh. 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 Ain't got no oil in it. Oh, this ain't good. Oh my. All right, here we go. Ta-da! Holy cow. I'd almost bet this differential's been underwater. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Well, I think she needs a little maintenance. Oh my. That's that extra thick dry oil. Oh my goodness. And I literally drove this thing down the road like 30 miles an hour. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, that thing is dry. Almost like somebody put new gears in it. and then just, I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. They got silicone. They actually have silicone smeared around this thing. It ain't got a friggin' drop of oil on it. Okay. Well, maybe we can at least figure out what our gear ratio is. Yeah. It's one of them dry lubrication systems. Oh my. Well, I'm trying to get a good look see here. It is a GM ring gear. $1041. Oh, no. Surely not. It's not. That can't be the actual. I gotta do the math. Give me a minute. How can you not laugh at that? Oh, lordy. I'm literally at a loss for words. Literally at a loss for words. Oh. The bolts look new. At least the ones that weren't probably originally sitting on bottom. If I can see any yellow paint. Oh, let me get turned around here. She's got some dry wear on it, that's for sure. I mean, why wouldn't it? A little scarring on the pinion, but grab a light here. I don't see no chunks out of it. That's impressive. Man, I didn't really want to have to tear this thing apart. Looks like a little piece of spring or something up there in the front. Well. All right, well, looks like I'm going to have to pull this apart, clean it out. So, anyway, I'll get back to you guys. Gotta say, that's a first for me. That's inside the pan. Oh, top inside of the differential housing, and you can see the thick metal rusty powder. Looks like it might have had water in it based on the corrosion on those bolts there, which probably sat at the bottom, and what looks to be fairly new bolts at the bottom. It's almost like somebody installed it new, then it got wet or something, or they couldn't get the plug out and couldn't get the oil refilled in it. You know what they say? I think I figured out what the problem is. I ain't got no oil in it. Yep, it was definitely the rear end making noises. Alright, so this is where we're at. We gotta come up with a new plan. I don't really have one, but I think for now, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that, and I'm gonna move on to the transmission in hopes that perhaps it's in better shape. We'll check the oil in it. So, see if we can get this plug out of here. Yeah, already not fitting good. Might have to actually grab a boxed in wrench. Oh, no, it's coming loose. It's coming loose. It's doing the do and the thing and the stuff. If I can get this on there. All right, let's see which one fits it. That's a little big. That was a little loose. That one just right. Oh, man. All right. That ain't looking like much either. So, I think you should be able to just feel the oil in it, if I remember right. Don't feel too bad. Huh. I said, huh. We might be able to go with that. Check that level one more time. Not quite. Just a touch low. Yeah, just a touch low. Alright, that's not horrid. Let's check a few other things while we're down here. Check that Z-bar. Looks like there's a... yeah, I say we go ahead and change it. At least then we'll know what's new and fresh and stuff. Let's get the oil changed in this thing. We still got to put oil back in the gearbox. We'll do that here soon. filter off of here. Maybe. Ooh. That's crunchy. Huh. That's not good. Trade you spots. How about that? Do, 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 do. Come on now, get on there. Wow. Lordy. That's tight. Unnecessarily tight. So the plan is we're going to put a new valve cover gasket on this, but we just will degrease everything that we can. Man, I just put that new filter in there. It could use some like Marvel mystery oil or some sort of sludge eliminator or something inside the block. But let's get everything taped off, pressure washed, or let me get the pressure washer out, get it set up. Let's get this thing degreased and move on to whatever step I come up with next. About as cleaned up as it's going to get. Let's try to get this valve cover off here. So I'm a little unfamiliar with this. Maybe somebody out there can explain something to me. Drop it down in the comments. The smog pump runs into this metal tube which branches off and it goes into these spots inside the head. I assume, eliminating that smog pump, I should be able to just put plugs in there. But what's it actually do? It's circulating something down inside that head. I really don't know what the purpose of it is. Maybe one of you guys can explain that to me. Try again. Come on, fit it. I could have maybe got it off there. This just seemed like it was going to make it easier. Shed. Get off of there. Gonna be like that, eh? Hell. Goodness. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, she's had some baked in oil. Yep. Cork gasket completely junk. What's left of it anyway. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it's so baked in here. Looks like it's painted. Alright, looky there. Look how thick. I mean, it literally looks like somebody poured in black paint. It's so bad. So bad. Oh, this is gonna need some flush, that's for sure. For sure. Oh, that's all gonna go right down into the screen. Yeah. Think before we put the new oil in it, we're gonna have to get some stuff down in there, loosen that up. Maybe I should have done that first. Well, not a lack of oil in there, is there? Alright, I'm gonna have to get a scraper, try to get what's left of that old gasket off of there. I think I'm gonna have to go back to town and get some sort of motor flush. It's got to be something. Anyway, let me get started. All right, so here's what I did because it's what I had. I took, as you can see, I got a mess everywhere. I took an air tool. I just blew most of that heavy sludge right off the top as much as I could. I hit it with some degreasing agent. I'm going to let that soak a little bit. I'm going to run the town. All right, so we pulled the good filter off of it. We threw a Fram back on there. I think that's going to be good enough for the next step. So we've got to flush this engine, I don't know, several times. So I've got enough for 3 oil changes. No, 4 oil changes, with hopefully the 4th one being the last one. I think the next step is I got to have those plugs. I have 1, and I think I needed like, oh, what was it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need at least 5 more. I am going to close things up, make a run to town, and get those 6 plugs, and get back. We'll get the new oil in it, along with the seafoam that I purchased for it, and I think we'll be at that point where we can fire it back up, put it back together, fire it back up, let it run. So let me go get that done. Unfortunately, we ran out of time tonight in order to get done what I wanted to get done, and we're out of time for the week as far as this video is concerned. I have got to call it quits, get inside, start editing this video for you guys. You'll have to tune in next week to see where we end up, and hopefully get this thing flushed out, ready to go. Here in Martinsville, Indiana, town I live in, there is a car show going on at Singer Hobbies. My goal and my plan is to have the truck ready to go there. I intend to take the Jeep, in which I was working on a couple weeks ago or a week ago, as well as the old green Jeep, and I think I'm going to put all 3 of them in there. So if you guys are in the local area and you want to see that, feel free to stop in. There's going to be lots and lots of other cars. I'm probably going to be like a duck out of water. I'm not going to quite fit in with the rest of the crowd, but I'm going to be there anyway. And I hope that if you're in the area or you're looking for something to do, stop by, say hi, and I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the new subscribers. And be sure to hit that like button, follow, and hit that subscribe button as well, because it doesn't cost you a thing and it helps me out. And don't be afraid to make a statement, comment, or ask a question in the comments below. Peace out.